systems with commentary in English. The film is both informative and instructive. It has been produced for use by skaters, coaches, and officials, and for all persons interested in ice dancing. Introduction to technical video. Compulsory dances involve the skating of patterns to music with a defined rhythm and tempo. Definitions have been developed to assist in understanding the placement of the dance pattern on the ice. The long axis is defined as a straight line that divides the ice surface into two halves lengthwise. This imaginary line may also be referred to as the midline. The short axis is also a straight line. However, it divides the ice surface into two halves crosswise. The pattern is the design of the dance on the ice. A set pattern dance has the location, direction, and curvature of all edges to be skated designated in the diagram. This diagram must be followed as closely as possible. An optional pattern dance has a pattern that may be altered by the couple, provided that the original step sequences, positions, and timing are maintained. Each repetition of the altered pattern must be executed in the same manner. Compulsory dances are composed of many different steps and turns. Before we talk specifically about each dance, it is necessary to highlight the distinguishing features of these steps and turns. Steps and turns, Rule 504. Step. A step is the visible tracing on the ice that is executed on one foot. It may consist of an edge or a turn as a three or counter. Open stroke. An open stroke is a step that is started close beside the skating foot without crossing in front or behind. It should be noted that on all forward edges, the free leg is held behind before coming to the skating foot for the next step. On all backward edges, the free leg is held forward before returning to the skating foot for the next step. Cross stroke. A cross stroke is a step started with the feet crossed so that the impetus or power is gained from the outside edge of the foot that is becoming the free foot. You should note that the legs cross above the knees. Crossed step forward. A crossed step forward is a step in which the free foot is placed on the ice on the outer edge side of the skating foot with the free leg crossed in front of the skating leg. Unlike the cross stroke earlier, the legs in this step cross below the knees. Crossed step behind. A crossed step behind is a step in which the free foot is placed on the ice on the outer edge of the skating foot with the free leg crossed behind the skating leg. As in the crossed step forward, the legs cross below the knees. Chassé. A chassé is a step combination during which the free foot is placed beside the skating foot, but not ahead of it. These three examples are combined in the sequence on the video. Progressive, run. A progressive or run sequence is a step or sequence of steps in which the free foot is passing the skating foot as it is placed on the ice, thereby bringing the new free foot off the ice, trailing the new skating foot. Roll. The roll is a short or long, forward or backward edge, which curves in the opposite direction to the preceding edge, thus creating the rolling movement that gives the step its name. Variations on the roll are the swing roll and the cross roll. The impetus is gained from the outside edge of the skating foot as it becomes the free foot. Slip step. The slip step is a step skated in a straight line with the blades of both skates being held flat on the ice. The weight is over the skating leg, which has a well-bent knee, while the free foot slides forward on the ice to full extension. Turn. A turn is a rotational movement in which the skater moves from forward to backward or backward to forward. There are many different types of turns. A three-turn is a turn executed on one foot from an outside edge to an inside edge, or an inside edge to an outside edge. The exit curve continues on the same lobe as the entry curve. Dropped three. A dropped three is a three-turn executed with the hip closed. The skater's weight is transferred almost immediately, hence the term dropped, to the free foot as it becomes the skating foot for the next step. Waltz three. A waltz three is a three-turn skated with the free leg extended close to the ice, and the toe and hip well turned out and held over the tracing. The instep of the free foot is then drawn close to the heel of the skating foot as the turn is made. After the turn, the free foot is extended and held ahead of the tracing before being brought back beside the skating foot in time for the next step. Rocker turn. A rocker turn is a turn from an outside edge to an outside edge, or inside edge to an inside edge, in which the cusp of the turn is to the inside of the circle. Counter turn. Swing counter. A counter turn is similar to a rocker turn in that the skater turns from an inside edge to an inside edge, or an outside edge to an outside edge. But the cusp of the turn is to the outside of the circle. A swing counter is a type of counter turn in which the free foot swings smoothly past and close to the skating foot before the turn. Mohawk. The mohawk is a turn from one foot to the other in which the entry and exit curves are continuous and of equal depth. The change of foot is from an outside edge to an outside edge, or from an inside edge to an inside edge. Open mohawk. An open mohawk is a mohawk in which the heel of the free foot is placed on the ice at the inner side of the skating foot. The angle between the 2 feet is optional. Following the weight transfer, the immediate position of the new free foot is behind the heel of the new skating foot. An example is the man's steps 8 and 9, and the lady's steps 12 and 13 in the 14 step. Closed mohawk. A closed mohawk is a mohawk in which the instep of the free foot is held at the heel of the skating foot until the free foot is placed on the ice behind the heel of the skating foot. Following the weight transfer, the immediate position of the new free foot is in front of the new skating foot. An example of this mohawk is steps 11 and 12 of the rocker foxtrot. Swing mohawk. A swing mohawk is an open or closed mohawk in which the free leg swings forward closely past the skating leg, and then back to the skating foot to execute the turn. Steps 20 and 21 of the tango are examples of this step. Choctaw. The Choctaw is a turn from one foot to the other in which the curve of the exit edge is in the opposite direction to that of the entry edge. The change of foot is from outside edge to inside edge, or inside edge to outside edge. Unless otherwise specified in the dance description, the free foot is placed on the ice close to the skating foot. The entry and exit edge are of equal depth. There are 3 types of Choctaws. Open Choctaw. An open Choctaw is a Choctaw in which the free foot is placed on the ice at the inner side of the skating foot. Following the weight transfer, the immediate position of the new free foot is behind the heel of the new skating foot. For example, steps 9 and 10 of the Killian. Closed Choctaw. A closed Choctaw is a Choctaw in which the instep of the free foot is held at the heel of the skating foot until the free foot is placed on the ice behind the heel of the skating foot. Following the weight transfer, the immediate position of the new free foot is in front of the new skating foot. It should not be executed as a closed mohawk with a change of edge. Swing Choctaw. A swing Choctaw is an open or closed Choctaw in which the free leg swings forward closely past the skating leg and then back to the skating foot to execute the turn, as in steps 5 and 6 of the quick step. Twizzle. The final turn, the twizzle, is a turn of one or more complete rotations which are executed so quickly that the action takes place almost on the same spot. The turn may rotate in either the clockwise or the counterclockwise direction. The weight remains on the skating foot, with the free foot close behind it, ready to skate the exit edge. The ladies' step 23 of the Argentine tango is an example of the twizzle. Dance positions, Rule 505. Hand-in-hand position. In the hand-in-hand position, the partners face in the same direction and are side by side with their arms comfortably extended and their hands clasped. The lady stands on the right side, if not otherwise indicated in the dance description. Closed, or waltz position. While in the closed or waltz position, the partners stand directly opposite each other. One partner skates forward, while the other partner skates backward. The man's right hand is placed firmly on his partner's back at the shoulder blade, with the elbow raised and the arm bent sufficiently to hold the lady close to him. The left hand of the lady is placed on the shoulder of the man so that her arm rests comfortably, elbow to elbow, on his upper arm. The left arm of the man and the right arm of the lady are extended comfortably at shoulder height. Open or foxtrot position. For open or foxtrot position, the hand and arm positions are similar to those of the closed or waltz position. The partners simply turn slightly away from each other so that they both skate in the same direction. Outside or tango position. In outside or tango position, the partners face in opposite directions, one partner skating forward, the other partner skating backward. Unlike the closed position, the partners are offset, with the man to the right or left of the lady, so that the front of his hip is in line with the front of her corresponding hip. Tight hip-to-hip position is undesirable since it impedes flow. Killian position. In Killian position, the partners face in the same direction with the lady to the right of the man and his right shoulder behind her left. The left arm of the lady is extended across the front of the man's body to hold his left hand. His right arm crosses behind the lady's back to clasp her right hand. Both right hands rest over her hip bone. Reversed Killian position. Reversed Killian position is similar to the Killian position, except the lady stands to the left of the man. Open Killian position. For open Killian position, the man's left hand holds the lady's left hand, with his right hand resting over the lady's left hip or behind her back. The lady's right arm is extended. This position may also be reversed. Crossed Killian position. In crossed Killian position, the lady's left arm is extended across the front of the man's body to his left hand, while his right arm is extended across in front of her body. Both partners' right hands are resting clasped over her hip. Warm-up exercises. The following demonstrations provide examples of warm-up exercises that may be used for practice sessions or warm-up periods at competitions. These exercises are suggested as a means of developing good unison, deep edges, consistent flow, and individual technique. They are executed without music. Compulsory dances, Rule 507. 14-step. This is a set pattern dance. The 14-step is skated to brisk, lively music. This must be reflected in performing the dance with soft knee action and strong, deep edges. The dance should be skated on well-rounded lobes. Step 4. The right forward outside swing roll should be executed with good depth and matching lean. Steps 5 to 14 across the ends should be skated on a curve with the skater's shoulders parallel to the tracing. Step 11. The right forward inside for the lady should be executed as a progressive, not as a cross step. Open mohawks, steps 8 and 9 for the man and steps 12 and 13 for the lady should be distinct. It should be noted that the execution of the mohawk by the man is not quite accurate, as the free foot before the turn is not placed along the instep of the skating foot. Foxtrot. This dance is an optional pattern dance. The foxtrot is a soft, lilting dance and must be skated smoothly, not walked, with soft knee action, deep edges, and good free leg positions. Step 2, the cross behind, right forward inside, is the only cross step in the dance. Steps 4 and 5 for the lady and 9 are cross rolls. Step 10, the right forward outside for the lady must have good depth. The lady's closed mohawk, steps 11 and 12, should be executed smoothly with neat footwork. The left forward outside before the turn should be aimed at the man's right shoulder. The last 2 steps of the dance must be strong inside edges executed with good knee action. Rocker Foxtrot. The Rocker Foxtrot is a set pattern dance. It is a smooth and lilting dance which depends for good effect upon strong, deep, curved edges executed with good flow and strong lean. Soft knee action, good free leg extensions, and strong lean are also important. The steps of the Rocker Foxtrot are relatively simple and depend upon good unison to enhance the execution. The edge after the rocker turn, step 5, should continue to the midline before moving up to the barrier. The pattern will otherwise be distorted. Steps 7 to 10 are deep, strong edges, executed with good lean and flow, using as much of the ice surface as possible. Steps 11 and 12, the closed mohawk, should be executed smoothly without dropping onto the edge after the turn. The edge into the turn should aim down the ice. The dance must restart at the midline. European Waltz. The European Waltz is an optional pattern dance. The center lobe may be omitted in short rinks, otherwise the pattern must be followed. The dance should be skated with a lilting knee action and a continuous rise and fall in time to the music. Expression should be light and lilting, somewhat Viennese in character. Timing is critical in this waltz. Each step is held for 3 beats. This dance should be executed on well-rounded lobes. Correct waltz position is required throughout, with partners remaining close together while rotating smoothly through each 3-turn and lobe change. The man's cross rolls should be smooth and executed with good leg extension. The end pattern should be curved to ensure good edges. The 3 turns should be clean and held for the correct number of beats, 2 plus 1. American Waltz. The American Waltz is an optional pattern dance. The middle lobe may be omitted in a short rink, otherwise the pattern must be followed. In this dance, it is extremely important that the phrasing of the music be accurately followed. The correct skating count for the American Waltz is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, while the musical count is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, with the first count of 1 called the strong beat and the second count of 1 referred to as the weak beat. All steps in this dance are 6-beat edges and must be held for the required count. Steps must begin on the strong count 1. With improperly timed introductory steps, the dance will begin on the weak count 1, or in other words, skating count 4. Should this occur, the dance will lack waltz expression and feeling. This is a major timing fault. Skating out of phrase with the music completely spoils the required musical interpretation. Expression should be lilting and elegant. The 3 turns are executed in waltz position with the couple skating close together. Knee bends and free leg swings must match. Body lean must match as well. A correctly skated 3 turn is made between the partner's feet and is executed on count 4. All body motions should be smooth and flowing throughout. For a correctly skated American waltz, the lobe changes down the side should be executed as one would come back to a center in a figure. Maintaining correct waltz position, including unison of body lean, is important when moving from lobe to lobe. Westminster Waltz. The Westminster Waltz is an optional pattern dance. Expression should be stately and elegant while maintaining the lovely lilt of the waltz. Flow and speed must be maintained evenly throughout. The knee action must be soft but never bouncy. Free legs must be extended gracefully, not pushed or forced. There are many changes of position in this dance. Therefore, good unison is difficult to maintain. The correct timing of steps 1 to 3 is critical. Step 1 is held for 2 beats, step 2 for 1 beat. On step 4, the right forward inside, the couple should be in Killian position with the man beside the lady. The edge itself should be deep. Steps 5 and 6 form an open inside mohawk. Step 7 should be skated by strong edges and good carriage. On step 10, which starts as a cross roll for both partners, the lady turns a 3 into closed position. Then the partners change immediately to open position. To execute the rocker counter sequence properly on strong edges, it's important to skate the preceding steps 11 and 12 on a deep edge with the couple close together. Step 13, the rocker counter turns, should be skated on deep edges. Carriage should be erect, with well-matched free legs. After step 15, the lady's 3 turn, which is turned on count 4, the couple should move into closed position. There should be little or no separation between the partners. Step 18, the left back inside for the lady and the right forward inside for the man must be stepped wide. This will enhance the waltz expression. Step 21 is a shallow left back outside edge for the man. Care should be taken to ensure the slight change of edge required to restart the dance is not extended nor executed too soon. Viennese waltz. The Viennese waltz is an optional pattern dance. Expression should be light and lilting throughout, emphasized by quick, neat footwork, soft knee action, and elegant carriage. The 3-and-1 rhythm, which gives this dance its Viennese character, must be correctly performed. Unison should be highlighted with strong lean and matching line through the intricate changes of position. The character of the Viennese waltz is emphasized by the unusual timing of 1, 2, 3, 1, and with the lilting execution of the progressives. On step 5, also step 20, a smooth, deep change of edge is skated with the free foot passing as closely as possible to the skating foot. During this change of edge, the partners exchange sides. The quality of the performance is enhanced by the depth of edge leading up to and including the Mohawk Choctaw sequence. Step 24. The last outside edge before the restart should be deep and held until the end of the beat, before executing the change of edge required to restart the dance. Starlight Waltz. The Starlight Waltz is a set pattern dance. It should have lively and lilting style and should be skated with true Viennese waltz rhythm and character. Strong flowing edges are essential throughout the dance. Strong knee action and lean enhance the execution. Correctly skated chassés, steps 1 to 8, should be stepped neatly on a definite edge with good lean and lilt. These chassés are not power strokes. If they are executed as such, the pattern will move too far down the ice. The end sequence of 3 turns, steps 12 through 17, should be executed on a strong curve, similar to the pattern in the European waltz. The 3 turns should be controlled with the partners skating close together. The first mohawk for the lady, step 16, should begin just ahead of the long axis and should have a double leg lift on the back edge. This serves to enhance the waltz expression. Steps 19 to 26, the lady's slide mohawks performed on the side lobes should be neatly stepped, with the free foot placed close to the heel or along the instep before the turn. Timing is critical and should be 2+1. The man should provide a strong lead throughout. Steps 27 to 30, through the hand-to-hand section, should be executed on strong lobes and with deep edges. There should be no evidence of the man pulling the lady forward, but rather drawing her smoothly into position for the steps across the end to the restart. Ravensburger Waltz. The Ravensburger Waltz is a set pattern dance. The dance should be skated with true Viennese waltz rhythm and character. It requires light, lilting expression. The characteristic steps in this dance are the lady's twizzles and 3 turns. The 3 twizzles required should be turned under the man's left arm. The turn should be made in front of the man, with the couple remaining close together. The first twizzle, on the right forward inside, step 4, is 1½ revolutions. It is turned on the and count, and after the second beat of the measure. The ladies' steps 10 to 13B are also turned under the man's left arm, with a transition into an open mohawk, to change to Killian hold on step 13B. Step 22, the second twizzle, is executed on a left forward outside edge. It is 1 revolution and is turned on the and count after the second beat of the measure. The third twizzle, step 30, is executed on a right back outside edge. It is 1½ revolutions and is turned on the and count after the third beat of the measure. The quick 1-beat 3-turn for the lady, step 40, should be smoothly executed. Killian. The Killian is an optional pattern dance. The dance has a circular pattern and may be started anywhere around the circle. This dance requires a light, tripping style performed with neat, accurate footwork. Strong Kilian position should be maintained throughout, with partners moving together with good lean and matching body line. This dance should be skated with close, accurate footwork. Good control and unison is essential. Precise timing is required. Each step is held for 1 beat, except for steps 3 and 4, which are held for 2 beats. These steps must be strong outside edges that are not changed or flattened. Strong Kilian position should be maintained with smooth rotation of the upper body through steps 5 to 14. Hips should be close together throughout. Step 9, the cross behind left forward inside edge before the Choctaw should be clean, strong, and deep. The right back outside edge after the Choctaw turn should equal the depth of the inside entry edge. The steps following the Choctaw should be precise with a smooth turn forward into the restart. Yankee Polka. The Yankee Polka is an optional pattern dance. It should be noted that although the polka is a bouncy, happy dance, the basic principles of stroking and effortless flow should be adhered to, especially considering the many short, precise steps which make up the dance. It is mandatory that the partners remain close together to minimize the whipping action so prevalent when stroking quickly and rapidly around each other. Timing is critical throughout this dance. A correct high Kilian position over steps 3 to 12 is represented with the man's hands held forward over the lady's head and shoulders. In this position, the couple can stay close together, which makes it easier to execute the steps correctly. Steps 13 to 19 require an arm-in-arm hold. The chosen arm-in-arm position must allow the couple to skate close together throughout the sequence. If the partners tend to move in and out and are somewhat out of control, there is a good chance that the 3 turn in step 16 will become a rocker turn. The timing of the Choctaw sequence, steps 22 to 25, is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. A correctly skated Choctaw has edges of equal depth, with the couple striking in the same direction with matching lean while remaining close together. The lady must change weight and step on the and count after step 24, the cross forward, left back inside edge. This emphasizes the polka rhythm. The end steps to the restart of the dance cover steps 45 to 48. A correctly executed end sequence should be wide-stepped, with a weight change on the and between each step. There should also be a change of lean to accentuate the polka character. Insufficient control through these steps can make the restart of the dance difficult. Quick step. The quick step is a set pattern dance. It is a fast and lively dance. To ensure a quality performance, it is essential that the partners remain hip to hip. That is, the right hip of the man is held against the left hip of the lady in strong Kilian position. The correct expression depends upon accurate timing, neat footwork, and matching body movement. Steps 5 and 6, the swing closed Choctaw must be executed smoothly and neatly from a left forward outside to a right back inside edge. The timing of step 6 is critical. The inside portion of the edge is held for 2 beats. The outside edge after the change is held for 1 beat. Step 7, the left back inside edge must be skated as a cross behind. The lobes executed during steps 6 to 11 must have good depth and a serpentine movement. Steps 15 to 18 must be cleanly executed. The change of edge, step 17, should be aimed on an angle to the midline in order to position the restart correctly. Paso doble. The paso doble is an optional pattern dance. The steps must be skated boldly, crisply, and precisely. There should be a definite free leg extension, as small as it may be, on every step. The couple should skate close together throughout the dance. Timing on the chassés, progressives, and cross rolls should be precise. Skaters should perform with strong, upright carriage and control, reflecting the music of the bullfight in flamenco style. The couple should execute steps 1 to 7 with upright carriage while positioned close together. The slip steps should be executed with the weight on the back foot. Crisp, precise footwork is required from the change of edge to the man's step forward. The change of edge should have good depth. The cross rolls should be executed smoothly without evident effort. The lady's right forward outside to inside edge must be strong and deep. It is essential that this edge be held until the last moment before the quick mohawk turn at the end of step 28. Rumba. The rumba is an optional pattern dance. The rumba should be a subtle, smoothly skated dance with constant flow throughout. The couple must maintain close Killian position throughout. This is most difficult through the double Choctaw sequence, undoubtedly the highlight of the dance, where wide stepping is required. A correctly executed leg lift, step 3, should be smooth. It should correspond to the action and timing required during the double change of edge, 2 + 1 + 1. This will give effective expression to the step. Step 8 should be distinctly wide-stepped. It should be executed without effort. If the wide step is skated with subtlety and smooth action, it will enhance the rumba expression. Timing will be affected if the couple steps down too quickly. Correctly skated Choctaws have a number of different components besides edges of equal depth. Timing of the double Choctaws is unusual as steps 11, 12, and 13 are stepped on count 3. The wide step preceding each turn is a lateral movement and should be skated in firm and close Killian position. During the execution of the wide step, the skating knee is bent, while the free foot is extended to the side. When the free foot touches the ice, the weight is then transferred to the new skating foot. The inside 3 turn, step 14, should be skated with good control, good unison, and an interesting free leg movement and correct timing. 4 + 2. The tango is an optional pattern dance. The dance consists mainly of quick steps which are interspersed between large, deep edges reflecting the slow, slow, quick, quick rhythm of the tango. Erect carriage, close positions, strong tango character should be maintained during the entire dance. The character of the tango is emphasized by strong leg extension, particularly on the 4-beat edges. This extension should be held until the last moment before closing to execute the quick, quick steps. The third lobe starts with a shallow front-crossed rocker for the man. The tango position as defined for this dance requires that the couple skate close together with the right hip of the lady in front of the right hip of the man. The two edges of the mohawk should be of equal depth, with the mohawk turn itself executed at the top of the half circle or lobe. Argentine tango. The Argentine tango is a set pattern dance. Tango expression should be strong, arrogant, with the man somewhat dominant. Timing reflects the tango character with the quick steps emphasizing the required expression. For example, the lady's twizzle and the quick turn before the restart. In this dance, it is of particular importance that step 1 begins on count 1 of the music. Step 8 is held for 1 beat only. Step 9 is a strong change of edge, held for 2 beats, with 1 beat after the change. The edge after the man's counter turn, step 10, should continue to the midline before moving out to the barrier. The position after the turn is waltz position, with the man directly in front of the lady. The lady's twizzle and the man's swing open Choctaw following step 23 should be executed on one foot, with the couple skating close together. The direction of the edge after the turns should continue to the midline before moving around the lobe. The turns should be made on the and after the fourth beat of the measure. The cross rolls should be distinctly crossed, executed lightly, but with deep edges. Step 31 should be a strong change of edge moving to the barrier, and then back to the midline for the restart. The lady's short right forward inside must be executed on the and count after the fourth beat of the measure. Tango Romantica. The Tango Romantica is an optional pattern dance. First and foremost, as the name implies, this is a romantic dance. The usual tango flavor is evident, though at times it is soft, lyrical, and sinuous. Timing is critical, with the strong count 1 sometimes emphasized by a leg swing rather than a step. For example, step 1 for both skaters and step 36A for the lady. The dance begins on musical count 4. The couple is in a position with both feet on the ice in preparation for the first of 2 3-turns, step 1B. The first 3-turn is made on musical count 1. The second 3-turn is made on musical count 2. To ensure correct timing of the first 3-turn, the lady should not swing her free leg around before the first turn. This will prevent over-rotation. Steps 10 and 11, cross roll, right forward, change of edge, and left forward inside for the man, and cross roll left back outside, followed by a twizzle and right back inside for the lady, should be executed in closed position. The twizzle must be turned in front of the man in order for the couple to remain in the required dance hold. Tango position, which is incorrect, will result if the twizzle is turned at the side. For step 30, the lady swings her right leg forward and crosses over the man's right leg on the fourth beat of the measure. For smooth execution of this sequence, the man should place his foot forward to facilitate the lady's step over. The lady's 3 turn must be held for 2 beats before the turn, with 1 beat after the turn. For the man, each of the turns is 1/2 of a beat. Steps 41 and 42, the left forward outside and right forward inside chassé, are light, quick steps. They may be executed almost as a jump. Blues. The blues is an optional pattern dance. The interpretation of the dance should be in keeping with its slow, sinuous tempo. The rise and fall of the knee action, moving in rhythm with the music, and good free leg extensions are very important in emphasizing the blues character or feeling that is desired. For effective execution and expression in this dance, matching free leg action, knee bends, and body lean are most important. The couple should skate close together at all times. Step 1, the cross roll, right forward outside edge for the man, and the cross behind, left back outside for the lady, must be executed on the first beat. Step 5 is a strong 4-beat right back outside edge. This edge commences on the 3rd beat, as does step 6, left forward outside edge. Step 11, right forward inside progressive, prior to the Choctaw, should be skated on a strong curve. The edges of the closed Choctaw, steps 12 and 13, are to be of equal depth. The turn should be executed smoothly, with neat footwork and good carriage.